But anyways, we got a little bit of time here up until about 9, so we got about 15 minutes that we're going to be taking a look at a couple stocks. As you guys can see by the title of the video, 2 stocks, VKTX and NVDA. Those are the 2 particular stocks that I'm liking the most so far. For some reason, it's taking quite a bit for this to catch up this morning. Finally. 2 stocks, VKT. There it goes. It's taking forever to actually start going on the screen, so... Anyways, 2 stocks, VKTX, NVDA, those are going to be the 2 that I'm going over here. So let's get into screen share real fast. Shrink that down a little bit. So good morning, everybody. Thanks again for tuning in. Appreciate it. All right, so VKTX earlier this morning when I first looked at it, didn't look like all that great. It was kind of down here in just a small dip. Started picking up a little bit more. This morning they had news. Viking Therapeutics presents new data from phase 2 VK2809 in patients with non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. Something, elevated LDL cholesterol. I'm not a doctor, so I don't know what that means, but if you are, you might be able to interpret that news a little bit more than me. But what it sounds like is it sounds like some pretty good news. Sounds like people are paying attention to it, because if they weren't, then the stock wouldn't be up as much as it is. So Viking Therapeutics, this could turn into a good trader for the day. So we're going to be watching it. It's got a key level here at about 1225. Okay, so this little maybe a little bit higher than that, but generally speaking, this zone from 1270. Excuse me, let me take this off. Don't need that. Okay, so this zone right now is from like 1270 to, like $12. Like that's kind of that key level zone. So we just came off a nice dip. We're popping up. We're over these previous high levels. So if this continues to pick up in steam for the day, which now I'm mentioning on YouTube, which means another 500-600, couple thousand people might see it. My chat room's going to see it. You got the whole rest of the world maybe seeing it. That might actually bring in some more volume to the stock than it would typically have. So in theory, I could be pumping the stock a little bit, honestly, without even really intentionally doing so. What do I have for breakfast? This is what I have for breakfast. A Nature Valley sweet and salty nut granola bar. Yum. How did I find this ticker with the stock scanner? It's actually a trade idea scanner. There's a link in the description of this video. If you go down, it'll say trade ideas. It's an affiliate link if you want to use it, but regardless, that's the scanner that I use every single day. Do you not? Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot to put BBBY on there. Andrew Jankowski. Yep, we're definitely keeping an eye on that. FTFT, probably not, Mr. Robert. If I remember correctly, that's going to be a really, really low price stock, I think. No, not too bad. Well, I guess it was until today. It was like 80 cents. Okay, so this is picking up. FinTech announces establishment of new subsidiary to expand logistics network of chain, cloud, mall business. Interesting. Okay, so we'll go back to VKTX just real quick. I got to cover up there. Trying to do things a little bit speedy today just because we don't have too much time. So keep an eye on VKTX. They got good news about one of their studies. So this might go on a nice run, maybe up towards the $12 area. It should be about another 50, 80 cents a share, 90 cents a share with where it's at right now. What I'd say to do is watch it for a pullback initially out of the gates. So it's selling off right now. It's right at its previous pre-market high right there. Most likely going to break that level. Doesn't look too significant. But watch it down here at this 1090 level because we had a nice candle drop right to 1090, get sucked up, and a bunch of volume started coming in right around this 11 to 1090 area. So I would say that might be a good dip area pre-market if it holds, and maybe even into the trading day as well. Okay. ATAI, I mean, we can discuss it. So yeah, you can keep an eye on FTFT. Generally speaking, I don't typically trade pre-market. So just background history on the stock. Every time it spikes, it drops, spike, drop. So what's most likely going to happen is it's going to spike and it's going to drop. So you know that you probably don't want to buy this and you don't want to hold it. So knowing that, it's pretty much only a stock you're going to want to day trade, most likely. I mean, I could be wrong. It could keep running, but history has repeated itself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, soon to be 16 times. So do you really want to go against that? It's 15 for 15. Every time it pops up, it ends up dropping. So I wouldn't want to try and aim for a swing trade or something on this one. So they got some good news here this morning. Some traders are coming in. I actually need to, get some more background information on this. 1 second. What is it, FTFT? Yeah, don't anticipate FTFT being a supernova stock. Doesn't have the characteristics of a supernova stock, so it's most likely going to drop out today at some point. But I don't really use thinkorswim scanners anymore. I mean, I've built them just to practice with them, play with them. But I have some videos. I actually have like one of the most viewed videos on YouTube for stock scanners, I think, for thinkorswim. So just look up how to find stocks to trade every day, and I think you'll find me on there for a video. Okay. Mark, I literally just went on FinViz right now to look at FTFT. So there are some things that I use FinViz for just like a quick snippet overview. But yeah, every once in a while I use FinViz. Denny, yep, still think ACB is a good long play. I mean biopharm catalyst I probably have at some point, but I don't typically trade like many biopharmaceutical companies, so it's like, you know, I do know of a lot of websites like that and have been on them. I think we even have one linked in our chat room. We might. I can't remember. It's been a long time. But yeah, like those are good websites to use. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. GLG is did okay this morning. X is on a downtrend. I probably won't be trading. I'm most likely paying the stocks I'll pay attention to are going to be VKTX, NVDA, BBBY because of their earnings. And then what was NBEV just because. I think NBEV might have like a silent move today that no one's really expecting. Trading now for 5.5, almost 6 years. GLG, yeah, we can look at. So yeah, with FTFT, guys, you can watch it, but you know, long story short is the more a stock goes up pre-market, usually penny stock, right? The bigger the run pre-market, the harder it falls, the less likely it is to keep running. So just remember, the bigger the move pre-market, the more likely it is just to fall out of the gates and won't be a good trader. The big or the really good penny stocks that move on the day are usually the silent ones, the ones that you don't have a really massive gap up. But the ones that just start moving pre-market, in theory, the move has already made pre-market, so it's usually going to die out when the market opens. Just an FYI. GLG. And GLG is interesting. It had like a little inverse head and shoulders play here. Drops down, bounces up, comes back down, bounces back up, curls. Like that was really the long play in there. It could keep moving. The chart's all jacked up. The chart doesn't even make sense. In theory, if you look at a 4-hour chart, I'm telling you, the chart on thinkorswim doesn't make any sense. On the 4-hour chart, wait, where'd it go? Now it's not there. Doesn't even make sense. Or wait, is it still there? It is still there. Yeah. See, now it's saying it's 319. That doesn't even make. That is so weird. Really weird. Hold on. That is really odd. Yeah, that doesn't make any. I don't know. This chart's getting really. I don't know. This is the second time I've looked at this chart and it's still wrong. But anyway, I won't even go into that. So what you're seeing on GLG, it's up towards this previous high right here, this level. All right, top, up to that top, but there's way more volume on this push than there was that one, of course. That was just a slight gap up. They did get some news yesterday. There's no news this morning, so people are trading the news that came into effect yesterday in after-hours trading. So you can watch it. I mean, there's really not too much to know about it other than the fact that had news yesterday. Excuse me, I'm trying to get back to this 1 minute chart. Had news yesterday. The recent breakup was right here at about 284. So this is really the level you want to pay attention to. Your VWAP 284 going into the trading day. You know, it's really volatile. It will be volatile at the open. So, you know, mark off your pre-market high. See how it respects your pre-market high when it gets there. See how it respects your most recent breakout level and mark off your dip level. If it breaks down below 281 down to 269, you're really looking for a reversal red to green. If it holds 284, you're really just looking for continuation. Yeah, I mean, you just want to make sure you have your pre-market highs, your most recent breakout level, and your most recent dips really marked out going into the trading day on GLG particularly. Matt, I have a 2008 Cobalt LS. Well, that's the kind of vehicle I own. And it's a stick shift or manual, whatever you want to call it. Do I have any thoughts on VTL? Yeah, probably. I'm going to go with an assumption off the top of my head that you're probably not going to want to trade because it hit 92 cents, and then the following day afterwards, it probably came crashing down a little bit, and then the next following day, it probably ended up trickling out a little bit, and now it's just kind of chilling. Let's look. Ooh, oh. Let's see, 5 days. Yeah. 92 cents, drops out more, hanging out. I mean, in theory, I don't know much about the company, right? I can't be the one to say, oh, yeah, it's definitely going to crash. I mean, they could have came out with something crazy, right? But chances are it's going to be heading back down to the 30 cent, 40 cent area. So in my personal opinion, I would say watch out, probably coming back down to the 30, 40 cent area. Nope, no Ferrari. With where I'm at in life, a really super fast sports car is just not a logical investment. Unless it was a super good deal, then it might make sense to buy like a fancy sport car. But I mean, dude, I'm an investor. I'm a trader, and I shovel tons of money away for retirement, constantly putting money away in long-term positions. I have 4 or 5 different retirement accounts. Like, my brain just doesn't work the way. I mean, it works just fine. I would love to drive a Ferrari and a Lamborghini. Lamborghini is actually one of my favorite cars. One day I will own one. Believe me, I will, when the time is right. But as being 25, I think my money is better spent investing in myself, investing in my business, in future business ventures that I have going on, and into savings and other things, rather than a sports car to say I have a sports car. A sports car can wait, right? That is, it's not a necessity. That's a want. So, I try to be as responsible as I can with the money that I make and put it towards future investments and things that I believe will grow myself and my net wealth over the next 20, 30 years. And then when the time is right, I can have those nicer things, right? But for now, it's a 2008 Cobalt stick shift. Yeah, she runs, baby. She gets it. INPX, I wouldn't trade INPX. I would probably just let that one. Or wait, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's the one that crashed. Yep, wouldn't really trade INPX. It's possible. Yeah, no, I would leave it alone. Probably there might be a small little pop, but that's it, right? Like when I say a small little pop, like today, tomorrow, there might be this little recovery push, but that's about it. And then it's going to fade back down probably to 80 cents, if not lower. Actually, I might trade Uber. So for me, when it comes to IPOs, I just watch them, right? If it starts to look good, then sometimes I hop in, but that's about it, really. I mean, because most IPOs that I've ever watched end up going down, and, you know, the open public never can get shares of short. Very little can we get shares of short on an IPO. I've never been able to get shares of short on an IPO. The only people that really get shares of short are insiders. Well, not necessarily insiders, but, you know, the big money. You know, they always get the upper hand. So, yeah, I usually never trade IPOs. It's been, I think, what's the last one I did trade? I don't even remember. I really don't even remember the last ticker I traded that was an IPO. So maybe. I'll probably watch it just because it's kind of fun to watch them, but we'll see. I mean, Uber's a shit show company too. I mean, they're very disruptive, but as anything, they got a long way to go. And they've been a private company. Now welcome to becoming a public company. You're going to get slandered. Your news, there's constantly going to be analysts trying to downgrade, upgrade to finagle the price on the stock. I mean, no company is truly ready to become an IPO company. I mean, going from private to public is like, going from private to public is like walking around in your house naked. It's all good, but as soon as you step out of the front door, people are going to take pictures, they're going to laugh at you, they're going to look at you, you're going to be embarrassed. You know, that's what it's like going from being naked in your house to being naked in public, right? That's literally what it is. Now all the eyes are on you. Like, it really hard. So, yeah, I'll take a look at BBBY. Actually, I can't do it. Can't do it. It's 9 o'clock, ladies and gentlemen. I got to head back to the private group. Sorry. Just got on a little bit late today, but you know, just is what it is. Got a busy schedule to run every single morning. So with that being said, guys, everybody take care. Thanks again for tuning in. We will see you on the next one. If you want to join our trading team, link in the description below. Anything you need to know is in the link in the description of this video. Other than that, I will see you guys tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning is Friday, and I will make sure that I'm on time tomorrow so that we can get through some more stocks tomorrow. So everybody take care. Have a great day. Stay green, and I will see you guys all tomorrow morning.